Hey, Larry here. Hopefully you're having a good week. A couple of quick things. From marketing, we had an email Monday, a case study. It was about appreciation gifts and with ideas and how to do them, how to treat them, and how to make money on them and how to sell them to your customers and how they use them. And on Wednesday, there was one for a holiday greeting. It was Mother's Day, which will be this Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. The monthly metrics came out on Tuesday in the email. So the trailing 12 months invoicing was up. Now it was up only $8 million over the other trailing 12 months a year ago. And so we're still into performing in record fashion, but we've had some of the additions and some of the growth that we had seen last year and the year before have kind of leveled off a little bit. Even though we're adding a lot of people to the American family, we're having people retire. So things are changing a little bit. When you look at the American University, I think there was 56 courses in 26 topic categories. I think we had only 187 people used American University, other than the IT, cyber stuff, security. So yeah, there's a lot of useful information out there. You should go out and try and check it out. There also was information on ACEs in the trailing 12 months. Numbers on ACEs, sales associates active accounts were 464, and then you had unique users. As far as ordering, there were 53,177 different users or customers. So that's good. Sales were over 62 million. Orders were over 326,000 orders. So a lot of good metrics in there if you dig into it and open up. A lot of large orders, and you see the different categories. So hopefully we see your name out there. IT, the security team started their proactive email phishing simulation this month. The rollout is over the course of the month, so you'll see activity, in your business unit or on your phone or laptop as you go in. The simulations are really training. They're trying to give us a feel for some of the stuff that's out there that we should be afraid of, because the bad guys, the bad actors, as they say, are really getting smarter, and they keep learning and changing. And several people have fallen into recent scams. So for ASBs. So if you have something, you send it to report the word IT at AmericanBus.com. Anything that looks odd or out of the ordinary, send it to them and have them look at it. Also, there was a webinar with Unta Designs. Kennedy is a sales rep. It was on Tuesday, and Vendor Relations sent it out. Let's see, it's coming up it's going to happen on May 24th, but the email went out on Tuesday. This is from the supply chain department. Pat Pekarsky sent out an email Monday. This is a good email. You should check it out and look at it. UPS fraud activity, because there's a lot of UPS fraud activity that's happening, and there's a UPS fraud team that can help us find it and deal with it and tell you how to do it. Amy Spahala, reminded me that there are some really good things as far as extended services with Delegate CX. So some of the metrics with Delegate CX and some of the feedback that we got from sales. There was one sales business unit or group that said sales went up 30% after they started working with DCX. And there was one business unit where sales went up 100%. And so, and one 300%. So it really depends how your business unit is structured. If you were just doing transactions all by yourself and doing everything, and you had an opportunity, get extended services. get DCX or something to help you process orders and follow the orders, work with the customer, so then you work for the customer, so then you can sell the customer. Katie will do a slide deck on our email here related to that. On ACES, promo and apparel activity continues to rise. One of the big benefits is promo standards. We have a number of vendors that are using promo standards that are integrated or working with ACES. That's good. How does it work? Saves time. When you're looking for replacements on products and stuff, it's much easier doing it. And all of that will be on the fact sheet that Katie will send out with this email or video. OMG Store Month. Again, the store of the month was Rob Schreiner. He had Nurses Week, OMG store, and Katie will have that video attached. So there was a couple other things. Now we all went through harassment training, and this whole harassment training is a process we go through because we should know how to treat people. And the thing that bothers me today is that people are always changing things that I think that shouldn't be changed. When I say snowflake, I'm thinking about 40, 50 years ago and before, when snowflakes are unique and different. Every snowflake is unique and different. Now, the political suits and all the marketplace today and the trying to be trendy bullshit, those guys are all trying to, they add a whole different meaning that is nuts. It's kind of like woke. Some people use woke for everything. To me, that means people are different, and so snowflakes, we're all different, we're unique. But anyhow, so everybody is going to have a difference. But the bottom line is we have to be true to the face in the mirror. Whoever you're looking at in the mirror, that's who you have to answer to, and that's who you're true to. So if you don't like all this initials and all this stuff that's going on, then it's not you. We're all different. We all have different religions and different gods and stuff. So we have to be true to ours and yours. And so share your thoughts. But at the end of the day, the world has always had a lot of different things going on inside of it. It's just that today, everything is in front of us. In the old days when my parents were growing up, maybe when I was growing up, you didn't know all this. You didn't know the minute something happened. You didn't know all this here focus on differences. It was not a thing. And so as we evolve and change, we have to be open. Share your thoughts, share your ideas, but there's room for everybody because they were all here before. You just didn't know it. So that's enough on that. Anyhow, moving forward, but now when I say snowflake, I mean the real white icy thing that we get here in Minnesota. General purpose of our overlapping accounts. As we talk about, a lot of people, we just had the Spartan group join us. People join us all the time. We scrub accounts, we scrub vendors. The vendors to find out who are new vendors that we should add to our vendor database, and on the flip side, customers that we may have some activity on. So we look at those and we get an overlap. Then we say, okay, we have an overlap or a hit. Now we look at how deep is that hit. Well, whoever did it is with American. When's the last time they did business with it? Well, over 18 months ago. Okay, it's an open account. There's nobody calling on them. It's just in the database. The other one, the last 18 months, one order for $1,000. Well, it's still potentially an open account because nobody's really penetrating and building it, so there is no relationship there. So everything we do is based on relationships in that review. And so as we go through that, Amy Lamb and I have taken it over from our recruiting and retention team's activities, saying, if you have overlaps, we'll deal with them, we'll make the call, and we'll work with the salespeople, because it's really a process of working through and trying to find out the best resolution. And there's many resolutions, many combinations, and many shared relationships that we have throughout our process. But once we identify them, then Amy and I start working with them, and we communicate with the salespeople and come to some kind of a understanding. And then if there's a need to monitor it going forward, Ginger and Amy and I will monitor it, and we will move it forward. So you can call our team with any question or concern, or saying, I need to know more about this account and this person. We're here for you. We're here for everybody to help you. We want the customer to be 100% serviced in every department and every product. And so that is about what relationships are going to get that done best. And so that's what we have to try to work it out with you. It's not a drive around the corner and pee on every corner like the dogs do to mark their territory. We don't do business that way. Customers don't buy that way. And so we want to do a way that they will use and embrace so that it makes sense. So anyway, a couple of final thoughts. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another. Charles Dickinson. There is no greater thing you can do with your life and your work than follow your passions in a way that serves the world and you. That's Richard Branson. Last one, that's what I consider true generosity. You give your all, and yet you always feel as if it costs you nothing. Give a smile, costs you nothing. But that's Simone de some French word. So anyway, have a great day, have a great weekend. Peace and love to you and your family. See you next